throwing bits at our face and be like, "Can you please start the intro now?"
It's that time for our weekly game news.
Nobody cares, Clay.
Be a part of the show by joining us at nerdtuggers.com/Twitch. Live Saturdays at 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. With your host, console fanboy, our resident OG, and on the screen switchboard, Joel.
El janitor.
This is
Basura.
La basura. Joe has basura. Oh my god. My mom's gonna kill me. Like, how dare you? Oh,
How dare you, sir?
no. Welcome
Hey,
everybody to
everybody.
Game News Live. How you guys doing? Woot
Yep.
woot.
Hello.
What up?
We're here. And we have 105 more bits. Thanks,
Oh
BK.
my God. Time to go
Dang.
shopping.
Make it rain.
Time to buy that 3090.
What?
Come on, bitch. Let's get in the
Yeah.
car. We're going shopping.
A whole 105.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Now I can actually pay off my credit card for that 3090 I just bought. It was quite a buy.
Did you get a 3090 or I thought it was an 80?
I got both now.
Oh,
I only need 3 more to complete the Infinity Stones.
your gauntlet
Yes.
of,
of power.
your graphics gauntlet or something.
I have all the GPUs. And where did that lead you? Back to me. Oh, snap.
And then everyone's dead. Nice job.
Ultra pixels.
Mega textures.
Carmack is at his desk like, soon.
Yes. Just splooge all over.
Soon, it will all be mine.
You know, we imagine that's exactly how Carmack talks.
Oh, no, I know exactly
Like-
how he speaks. It's
like I
like
can't-
you hear him at QuakeCon or, whatever VR crap that Facebook he's doing now. But it's like, no, that's just, if you look at the guy, that's the voice in my head, right?
I think one of our goals for Game News Live once the pandemic is over is try to get people like that to sit on the couch and just be like, let's hash it out. The hell happened in this year and what were you thinking, and do all sorts of interviews. That'd be fun. Especially because they would be walking into like a regular ass house. Would you like some water or tap water?
I could run down the street and get a Coke if you want a Coke.
We can get some Mountain Dew if you want to go to the nearest 7-Eleven.
You want gamer fuel?
I got the powder.
Gamer
All right.
fuels, bro.
Yeah. That would be amazing, though, to have John Carmack on the show. Be like, I heard you guys talking shit. Now I'm rolling up my sleeves.
Oh. I don't like the sound of them apples, Will.
It's like, you're 40. Why does your voice crackle?
Now, John Carmack, I mean, that would be a fascinating interview to have.
I don't know.
You would have a field day with that guy, but where I don't really care about the tech side of video games,
Yeah.
I would be like, so what happened with Rage?
Yeah.
Why was that such a piece of crap?
Can you please
Yeah.
explain your failures? Never mind
Yeah.
about your successes.
I couldn't get 2 hours through that.
Yeah.
What happened?
Forget about
Yeah.
Oculus Rift. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean, Rage 1 and Rage 2 both failed at the same time. They tried, but they failed both times.
Yeah, they had nothing to do with 2,
Rage-
right? But
Rage 2.
one was when we first started, megapixels.
Yeah.
So that was,
That was one of the first games that actually showcased and was known for texture popping back in the day.
Oh, huge.
It was
And okay,
terrible.
texture popping has been around since the PlayStation 1 days, right?
Right.
But it was the one that was being touted as the next benchmark pinnacle of graphics,
Yeah.
all that. And then you look at a texture and then oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know how the chat feels about the whole id and Bethesda game lineup that they have, but what would you love to see another of from id Tech? I mean, Another Wolfenstein? I mean,
You could feed me Wolfenstein for the rest of my days.
I mean, they've done 3 already in the new age, right? Like they've done Wolfenstein.
Okay, you know what I want, and I'm gonna say this in like PC gaming terms, because in my world it was called something different. But I want another enemy territory.
Oh, you want that class?
I want another class-based Wolfenstein game.
So that's basically Team Fortress now. You know what I mean?
Well, it's Team Fortress, it's Overwatch, it's like, I get all that. But like, when I played it, and on the console side, it was Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Tides of War, which was on the Xbox.
Yeah.
That is one of the finest multiplayer games ever made. And like, it was great. And then Enemy Territory, that was like the freebie version on the PC, and it was cool. Like, I actually played a couple games of it. It was good. I want another one of those.
Enemy Territory was that wasn't it the one with the megapixels and the Strogg and all that stuff? Or was that still Wolfenstein?
I thought Enemy Territory was the Wolfenstein one, but then there was a Quake version also.
Yeah, there was some huge Quake like Battlefield style type game, and the demos stood out for a long time, but it never really sold that well.
Yeah, Enemy Territory. Yeah, that was it was a Wolfenstein game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let us know in the chats what you would prefer.
But no, it's like
maybe another Quake or something like that.
I think, like, I love Quake, but I feel like they've kind of like burnt it out already with like Quake Live, Quake Champions. You know, they've made it into an online shooter only, where there was some really good story on Quake 3 Arena that I was just like, even though it was still like just a shooter, Quake 2 and then Quake 4 were really story-based. Quake 3 Arena had nothing to do with the other 3. And it was just like, there's a completely different story for Quake 3 Arena that I would have loved for them to dive into. Like that godly, like, tournament shooter that's just like, we only picked like it was kind of like, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of that Predators movie, where they just chose random people from the earth that were just like really good at killing.
Predators.
Yeah. I mean, not the greatest movie, but still, like, it had a pretty good concept, and I think like if Quake 3 Arena had like a really good adaptation to a story like that, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I mean, so okay, like, obviously Doom is doing really well.
Yeah.
Like, Doom Eternal, everybody seems to be happy with that.
Right.
I mean, Rage, I don't really see anything else happening on that. It didn't sell well, like Rage 2.
There's no memorable story parts in that game. There's nothing like that just blows you away, except for like the combat physics and all that other stuff. That's pretty much it. So there wasn't really anything, but like people remember things from Doom. They remember scenes that just blow them away, and then they, you know, like from Quake, they remember certain characters like, you know, Sarge and Visor and all that stuff that are really like staples to the game back in the day. Kind of like how people remember like Unreal Tournament. That stuff is just like memorable, right? Because it was
Unreal
the first
Tournament
of something.
was so good.
It was so amazing. But then it's just like, now we've just become so used to that kind of stuff that there's really, you're gonna have to up the ante. Kind of like how what's that one game? Gears storyline was. There's a lot of memorable parts in that storyline that it's just like, it just, had it not been for that storyline, wouldn't have been that great, along with a multiplayer. But who knows? I mean,
I like the story in Gears. Yeah.
I'm waiting for another really good shooter from id Software Bethesda. We'll just see what it is. I hope it's not.
Yeah.
I hope it's not like a Fallout. But apparently, that's also being rumored that they're working on now for another Fallout. So we'll see what they do with that.
It's my understanding 76 is finally doing well. Like,
what does
4 years
well
later.
mean?
Well, it's not a broken pile of garbage anymore.
Sure.
It's my understanding that, similar to like, you know, Final Fantasy 14, similar to No Man's Sky, it's like they fixed 76.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't play it myself. I've actually never played a Fallout game, but I hear from people who play 76 or who hated it when it launched. It's like they go, oh no, like the last 2 patches or whatever. Actually, it's like finally a good game.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, cool. You know, good for Final or for Fallout fans.
Yeah.
Cool. If they're working on another one, it wouldn't surprise me. The series makes money, so even if they make another single player one, like Fallout 5, five should be the next
Yeah.
one, right?
It would be
4
Yeah,
and then
five will be
76. So Fallout 5, if they make
Yeah.
another one of those, I mean, we already know that there's Elder Scrolls 6 is being made. That's probably another 3 years away or something like that. That Starfield game, I think that was Bethesda also.
Yes.
Yes.
They teased it when he was on
Yeah.
stage.
So there was Elder Scrolls
I have a
6.
feeling-
There's
I have a feeling Starfield is going to be the piece or the console version of what's that one game that open beta for 10 years and whatever.
Star Citizen.
Yeah, I feel like that's
Yeah.
going to be Star Citizen for the console.
I don't know, but
We'll
it's
see.
like, yeah. So I mean, Bethesda has a lot of stuff in the works right now. id, we don't know what they're working on. I know. So Machine Games, who makes the newer Wolfenstein games, which are all excellent, they're working on the new Indiana Jones game. So we don't even know if or when a new Wolfenstein game comes out.
Right.
Because like Youngblood didn't do well. Like that, it didn't make a ton of money, and most reviews came out pretty negative about it.
It's kind of weird.
But
All right. Well, let's
I went
get
through
on.
it. It was okay.
Let's get going with the game releases, shall we? There's a couple of them on here. We'll just get started with Biomutant because it's been on the news
Yeah.
everywhere. I think I've seen Biomutant like in at least every other game article that I've been scrolling through over here. So
Yeah.
I mean they're pushing it a lot, but
Yeah. Which I think it looks cool as hell.
it does.
I remember when this game got announced, like years
4
ago, like
4 years ago.
2, 3, 4 years ago, something like that.
Yeah.
And it looked really awesome. And back then it was just a teaser, but
Yeah.
it was like, here's a little CGI teaser, but here's what the game is going to be like. And so I was like, cool, I'm going to park that one away. And like, I even added it to my GameFly queue like years ago, and it's just been kind of set with no date. And then finally it was like, oh, hey, Biomutant's finally coming out like this May. And I was like, oh, what crap? Like, really? Like, sweet. And then I'm watching these gameplay trailers. There's a few like YouTube kind of tutorials online where some people got early access to it, and they're talking about the different like classes and races and stuff like that you can make your Biomutant.
Right.
I think it looks really cool. So like I'm kind of excited about this.
Yeah, it looks.
I'm gonna be checking it out on the Series X. And
This thing
yeah.
looks hella pretty though. Like
it's
for-
super pretty, right?
for what the game. I mean, it was really mostly like pushing up its character at the very beginning, but like the art style in this entire game is just amazing.
It looks really cool. There's been a lot of, I'll say, whining on the internet from the console people. You don't say.
On the internet.
Because whining on the internet about something, what crazy? But there's been some whining on the internet because this is a Xbox One PS4 game. This is not a Series X PS5 game.
So what do they care?
So for one, they're like, I'm just not going to play it till like a current gen version comes out. I'm not going to play this last gen garbage or whatever. And it's
What
like
the
so.
hell?
Similar to with like the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, they've also already announced, hey, if you have a Series X or a PS5, you're going to get upgraded, visuals, like upgraded resolution and frame rates. So it's okay. And then there was whining because the PS5, which this is a fact, I'm not just being Xbox guy here. The PS5 is not as powerful as the Xbox.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
the Xbox resolution is a little higher.
yeah.
And people are like, you can't do 4K on the PS5? Like, what kind of shitty console company are you? And they're like, it's the PS5's fault, guys. It's
Yeah.
not ours.
Yeah. That has nothing to do with the game itself. Yeah. That has everything to do with the console. As a matter of fact, I was watching a
blame Sony. Don't blame, THQ or whoever's publishing this thing.
I was watching a YouTube video where they were comparing the two consoles together and how a lot of the games have like the HD for the PS5 version that's like 60 frames per second or whatever. I can't remember what the game was, but it's 120 frames on the Xbox Series X. And I was just like, I mean, if that doesn't just tell you right there what the power of each console is at that point, it's like, yeah. I could totally see where a Sony PlayStation Studio game can squeeze out as much as they can from a PS5, but something that they will not have to on an Xbox Series X. But it is what it is. The console wars are stupid.
They are just. If you're a console person like me, if you're on my side, just buy all of them and shut up.
Yeah.
Okay.
PC's better anyway, so don't worry about it. I'll kill you.
The best.
Yeah. Well, let's move on from Biomutant. I believe this one's out on the 25th. I believe. 25th, 2021. So in about 2 days, this should be out. The next one is, I can't pronounce this one. Can you help me out?
Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne.
Ooh woo.
It's like, yes. 3.
Yeah.
It's coming out. Skibbity beep boop. Okay.
Nocturne. Oh wait, that's English.
Full disclosure, I don't know anything about this franchise. I know nothing. I don't know anything about what it's about. I know this is an HD remaster of a game that came out a while back. Don't know anything about that game. I don't play JRPGs. All I know is I do know a lot of. Yeah.
We need a JRPG person.
Where is Squall?
I don't know. He's never here. He's always rubbing nips.
Yeah, he's just constantly rubbing nips, and I get it. It's fun. I get it.
Yeah. Camera switches over to Squall. Damn it, Clay! I said I was busy.
Damn it, Clay! I said I was busy. Like, no, but it's like I know a lot of JRPG fans who are looking forward to this.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, dude, I can't wait. That game's amazing. I played it when it first came out, like decades ago. It's awesome, and it's cool, man. Good. I just don't know anything about it myself. But for anybody out there who is a JRPG fan, apparently this is a big deal.
Yeah. Enjoy. And let us know how you liked it. What do you like about it? Let us know what it actually is. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
I'm not a Shin Megami, and how does it Tensei the Third?
Yes.
Nocturne.
All right. Another series that I'm not familiar with because Wonder Boy was never a thing for me. But go ahead and
I've played a couple of these. Mel, have you ever played these before?
No.
Wonder Boy? Okay, Wonder Boy is an old Sega series. So, like, you would have played these in the arcade back in the 80s or on, like, the Master System and then going on from there. Wonder Boy also came from, like, this series also has Monster Boy and Monster Land, Monster World. This game is actually a remaster of Monster World 4, which is an older game. They've done a few of these remakes over the past couple years over the older classic Wonder Boy series, and they always do really well. Like, these things are like speedrunners level, like they're fun.
Oh, wow.
They're platformers, they're Metroidvania type games. These games are really cool. If you like side-scrolling action games, platformy, Metroidvania type stuff.
Yeah, it looks like a real nice throwback to old times back in the arcade. This looks really cool. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah,
cool.
These games are really fun.
All right. And I believe this one is May 28th. So, yeah, check it out. Looks like it's on the Switch and the PS4. I don't see any other consoles on here, but that could be just it. Do you even get the classic exclusive bonus game included?
Well, so, yeah, so where it says MW4, that would be Monster World 4, which is,
Yeah. All right. And then another classic on the game releases this week, Super Bomberman Online.
Super Bomberman R Online. Yeah. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, like, hey, Clay, you idiot, Super Bomberman R is already on Stadia. Durr. And I'm like, of course it is, because I obviously play Stadia, have ever in my life.
Yeah, that's
Super Bomberman R is a Stadia exclusive game. This is Super Bomberman R Online, which is, as you'll see under the title here, is on like everything.
Am I seeing Snake at the top of this?
Yeah, you are seeing that.
Oh my god.
And you're seeing what looks like a character from
Silent Hill. Oh god, Pyramid Head.
So
where?
so
Oh, God.
Bomberman is owned by Konami. That's why
Okay.
you're seeing that. What this is picture the like Nintendo's fad, which now is in Namco.
Uh-huh.
Remember like Tetris 99, Super Mario 35, Pac-Man 99 or whatever that is. Super Bomberman R Online is the Battle Royale online competitive version of that. So they are taking that you're in a giant scenario full of 99 other people and you're playing Bomberman together. So your map is you and I think 3 other people. And then you knock all them out and it puts you into a new map with 3 other people. And then you keep going
And then
until
they
you're
just-
the last one standing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Brian knows all your Superman are belong to us. Exactly. This is
Wow. This
Bomberman
looks
is
kinda
not a bad
cool.
series. I mean, it's Bomberman. It's been around for decades. Like Bomberman's been around since the 80s, and it's been around for the 80s since the 80s for a reason. It's fun.
Yeah.
Like Bomberman's a good game. It's a good competitive game. It's a good single player. It's like an action puzzler type game.
Yeah.
They're fun. Like
Yeah.
I get it. This I wouldn't think that it would fit in with the whole battle royale system, but it could work because these games
It's-
are essentially fun.
It's one of those games like how Tetris is. It's just universal to everyone where everybody can just pick it up real quick. And
Yeah.
I've known a couple of like people who aren't considered gamers, but they enjoy a Tetris and a Bomberman. And it's just like, huh, that's interesting because if you just dive in further a little bit to the crack, you'd be able to get into real game. Just like just
Yeah,
give it
just,
a little bit more.
Just have a little sample there, guy. You know, there you go.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just it's on me.
Yeah.
It's on me. Come back
Yeah,
to me
there
when
you
you
go.
need some more.
Yeah, I got more over here. Don't worry about that.
But that's cool, man. I mean, it's
Yeah.
I it's coming out on the 27th. So yeah, go check it out. It's on everything.
It's on everything.
Yeah. So.
It is on that platform.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That one you're thinking of, it's on it.
Same one.
Samsung refrigerator, it's on that one.
Yeah, there you go. It's right under Skyrim. You just go like next one down.
Wait,
Yeah.
what about the Game Boy?
Ooh. There are Bomberman games on Game Boy. Just not this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not R online.
Yeah.
All right, let's
they
get
online?
on with rumor
Rumor?
control because you know you want it. Here we go.
You know what I want?
Yeah?
It's
You-
a big,
you-
fat,
some
juicy
CGI
logo that says
thing.
rumor control.
For right now, you just get this. All right. Get off me. All right.
I mean, Joe, you could just go to Fiverr and hire somebody.
You know what, man?
Joe, look, I don't know if you saw this, but we're now internet rich. We just got 105 bits.
I mean, that's
Okay.
true. BK
Just-
did kind of hook it up.
Throw some of that at somebody to build us a nice big
I'm
fat
going
juicy
to open
rumor
up
control
my
logo.
own hotel.
Nicole.
Never gets old. I love that
Never gets-
movie.
Yeah.
If anybody doesn't, if anybody in the chats know what that movie is, put it up. And then you get
Nicole.
two extra.
I open my own hotel.
internet points. You get it.
Yeah.
All right.
You get plus 10 internet.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
rumor control. Netflix is eyeing gaming, and I was under the impression that they're probably taking a cue from Xbox Game Pass because they're doing so well.
I actually had to Google this the other day because when I read this article, I was like, didn't they already try this? And if you remember, anybody else out there, trivia question here, Netflix actually tried to get into a competitor service with GameFly by giving you games on its like on a mail-in system.
Right. Yeah.
Does anybody remember the name of that program?
Uh,
I had to look it up because I was like, what was that damn thing called? Yeah.
what was that damn thing called?
Anybody? Mel? Remember?
Nope.
Nope.
Quickster.
Nope.
Quickster.
You can say it again. I still don't remember that one.
Yeah. Well, it's 'cause it didn't really pan out. They announced it and then it was gone. So yeah, it was. Yeah, they were trying to compete with GameFly at one point, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
This is something different though. This is apparently, and like I said, this is rumor control. There's a website out there that broke this story called The Information, but they make you pay to read their articles, and it's like it's the internet, bro. No.
No, thank you.
So, but it's Netflix is considering a bundle of games available via a subscription service, kind of like what Apple does with Apple Arcade. So
Not exactly what I was looking for.
Okay, I realize this is the all digital future that's incoming and everything like that. And I know we're already seeing this with TV and movie content already, but like, how many damn services am I going to need to subscribe to get video games?
Dude,
Like, for realsies.
again, I think the best idea for them would have been just to do an Xbox Game Pass style subscription. So that way it's just one bill. You just get Netflix movies, extra $5 or however they want to do the initial pricing of it. Even at $10 would have been just fine for an extra like streaming service for gaming. Now, granted, they don't have any consoles or anything like that, but their app is already available wherever they're at.
How about this? Go with me on this. Now, this is consumer guy talking. So clearly, I have no clue what I'm talking about, right?
Clearly.
You got Microsoft with Game Pass. You got Netflix with movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Chocolate and peanut butter. What if you're a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, you now get either Netflix or a discount on Netflix. If you're a Netflix subscriber, let's say you have to upgrade to like the 4K package or something like that. You do that upgrade and it gives you a discount on Game Pass.
I don't know. I mean, so many different missed opportunities at this point. It's kind of hard to think that they're probably not listening at all.
Yeah.
And that very well may be the case. This is something that they want to do. They want to try to, get their hands in that, juicy $1 trillion video game industry. I get it. Everybody would want to.
What's
but
up,
it's
Matt?
like, man, what's up, Maddie?
Thanks for
What up, Maddie?
thanks for the
Yeah.
hello.
I haven't been a Netflix subscriber in years, and it's like, damn it, do I have to re-sign up just to get like some random exclusive game or something like that? Because that would suck.
So I kid you not, like,
Yeah.
while I was on the phone before the show, my dad calls me up. He's all like, "Hey, I tried to sign up for ESPN, $50 a year kind of thing," and I'm just thinking like, okay, he's not very like tech savvy, right? So he's trying to sign up for all these things, and I'm just thinking like, how many more times are we gonna have to do this for something that he wants to watch on a different network, right? And I'm just like, come on, like we're kind of going backwards, because back in the day, like your regular cable subscriber would just give you packages upon packages of crap that you don't need. But now it's just like, now we're going to a la carte, and you're seeing like the negative side of a la carte, which is you're going to have passwords and different things for all these. And I can't be the password manager for my dad. I just can't. I already have to deal with 60 at work, so I'm not doing it at home.
So I did this for my household, and then I'm telling you, when I got my parents on the same boat, it was like lifetime achievement. This guy, figuring like they were getting just destroyed by their cable company on their monthly bill. My parents, and so I was like, okay, we need to we're gonna do some science here. Like, you give me the channels you need,
right?
And I found like the service that I think they're on like Hulu TV or something like that, and it was like, Hulu TV will get you everything you need. I need you to spend like $60 on Apple or like Fire TV sticks.
Right.
And then I walked them through getting everything set up in their house, like from across the country. And now they're like, we have every channel we need, and we're paying like $200 less a month. And I'm like,
boom, right? Yeah. It was like that at my house with Chromecast. And that was like the first generation Chromecast. So you knew like, you're going to have just a little bit of patience for that buffering. Yeah. But after that, they were like, oh, man, I can stream whatever I want. It's like, you don't have to pay a whole bunch. Because if you want, like, all of it from any cable company, it's going to be like about $250 to $300.
They were paying over $200 a month
Whew.
for cable, and it's like they only watch like 4 channels.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
But now we have
This
Netflix
is
who's just
insanity.
like, hey, we're going to give you a bundle of gaming,
yeah,
but not everything that you might want. Just a little bit. Would you pay for it? I don't think I would. Especially if I saw the lineup and it was just like non AAA games, like stuff that you can find for free on trials on Android. Like, I'm not gonna pay for that.
I would do those 1 month, deals where
Yeah.
it'd be like, oh, you're $15 a month or whatever for Netflix, and it'll be like, cool, I'll buy 1 month and then I'll beat the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
That sucks.
cancel. You let me know when the next exclusive game comes out.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Netflix has a real opportunity to shake up the industry and just really go
Mhm.
straight into streaming for gaming. But
Mhm.
I don't know if they have the chops to be able to do it against like Xbox. So why not just join up? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why?
I've seen so
Why
many
put all the
different
pressure in
companies just like hook up with Netflix and just say, okay, you're going to get free streaming for like T-Mobile. T-Mobile does a promotion. They say, hey, you pay this or you put yourself on like auto pay for whatever and you get free Netflix. There you
Mhm.
go. So it's not like they can't do it. I just don't know why they don't.
Yeah,
All right, let's get on to some game news because
true story.
that's what you're here for.
Ooh,
Yeah, you want some game news. All right.
do they?
Nintendo. We were talking about why we were talking a little bit before about how it's hard to get chips, how it's hard to get semiconductors anywhere. I mean, clearly, like me trying to get these two bad boys back here, Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here, that cost me a fortune. It's hard to get anything. Well, it looks like Nintendo has now done a QA summary. And Clay linked us to the PDF here about how it's going to be kind of hard for Nintendo to meet demand, I guess. Clay?
Yeah. So we already know that the big sellers of the past year, PlayStation 5, your Xbox Series X, your Series S, your graphics cards, your 3080s and 90s and 70s and 60s and 60s a real thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. 60 is a real thing. So 3060, I know stuff. Those are all super hard to get right now. Not only are you fighting like all the scalpers online, you got the people who are like botting the stores so they instantly get sold. Like once they're available, boom, they get bought instantly. You're fighting all that. Plus, there is a global semiconductor shortage, which makes everything like slower production. So fewer items are getting out the door, like from the warehouses.
Yeah, that sucks.
So, which sucks. Last year during the pandemic, Nintendo had one of their biggest years ever because everybody, like Animal Crossing came out and everybody wanted it, right? Like it was a huge seller last year. Everybody suddenly was at home full time and wanted a Nintendo Switch to play Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
I know because I was playing Animal Crossing last year. I love that game. So
I was one of them as well.
yes, because it's just darn good. So, but Nintendo is basically throwing their hat into the hard to find ring right now and just saying, oh yeah, BT dubs, this semiconductor thing, it's real and it's hitting Nintendo Switch also. So if you've somehow still been able been unable to find a Switch in the past year, which I do see them in stores regularly. So, I mean, I don't think they're that hard to find anymore, but apparently restocks are going to be slower. So like this is affecting everybody. It's not just, you can't find a PS5 because of all the scalpers. This is affecting all three of the biggies right now.
Yeah. Is there anyone like you already have your Nintendo Switch, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Mel,
I've had mine since like launch though, like 4 years ago.
like the first gen, first one, right? Mel, do you have a Nintendo Switch?
Yes, I do. I have the second gen.
Okay. And I
With the
don't
bigger battery.
because I choose not to. I choose no console here. We don't do that here. No, I mean there's no problem with the Switch. My son got one. He got it on his own. And I was just like, oh wait, I was a little bit offended. I was like, wait, you got your dad.
My son.
my son bought a Nintendo Switch and he didn't even consult with me on
I
choices.
have no son.
This is a PC household only. How
You
dare
will
you get
follow my rules.
Get out of my house.
That'd be hilarious. Yeah. But now like he bought a Nintendo Switch and I was like, yeah, man, you did it on your own. Good for you. You know, he got his own money and whatnot and he bought it.
Yeah.
And then it's like the only reason why I realized that he bought it was because the router told me that there was a Nintendo Switch in the house. And I was just like, what the hell is this? Who's outside my house hacking my internet? Son, let's go kill him. Oh, you have a Switch. Okay. But like I'm glad
You
that
walk
he
in the
was-
room and he quickly hides it, and you're like,
I'm sorry.
"What's that? What's that behind your back?" And he's like, "Nothing, nothing, nothing, Dad. I swear."
Yes. I can feel the underpowered glow of that screen. Nah, but like he bought a Switch and he was happy with it. He did buy he bought a couple of games that I can't remember. I think he bought Smash and whatnot. But he was enjoying it. And now I can see the allure for something like that where you don't have to sit at a desk. I'm gonna admit this. You don't have to sit on a desk to play some quality games, and you don't have to like sit up, you know, like you just lay down and just play your games, enjoy them. And I've had a PS Vita where I was able to enjoy like Destiny 2, and I miss those days where it's just like I don't have to boot up my entire rig, you know, like I enjoy the frames and all that other stuff, but it's just like, man, sometimes it's just nice to just lay down and just play a game every once in a while.
I will say this: a buddy of mine, back in Kentucky, where I'm from, I was talking to him the other day, and his job, he's a school bus driver. So like that is what he does, and a lot of times he does like nights, he does weekends, like he does field trips, he does like sports trips where they have to go to different cities and stuff like that. Yeah, he lives on his Switch because he will drop the students off at wherever they are, and then it's literally like, hey bro, you're on your own for the next 10 hours. And he just headphones, Switch. And I'm like, hey, you can probably get a ton of gaming done.
Yeah. So there is an appreciation for handhelds like that. And it sucks that a lot of people are not going to be able to get their hands on it. But like you said, I've also seen Switches on shelves. So I don't know if they're just anticipating for it to be like that soon, because I don't know of any other killer game app that's released recently that could cause another shortage, but they clearly state Animal Crossing here.
Animal Crossing, yeah, because it was such a huge hit last year.
Right.
I would think, I mean, from what I remember in Nintendo's most recent directs, like they announced some sports games, like there's like, I forgot. There's like it's a Mario baseball game or something that's coming out. There's that new that
Bowser
Mario
Fury.
No, that's already out. No, there was the next one that I think is actually going to do really well is they just announced a game and it's called like Game Maker Garage or something like that, where it's like a Little Big Planet where you could build your own video game inside of it. What is that called? Nintendo Game Maker. What is it called? They just announced it like a week ago. Game Builder Garage. That's it. Not Game Maker Garage. Game Builder Garage. This game looks awesome. I don't know if, Joe, if you want to pull up like a little YouTube on that real quick or something like that. If you all haven't seen this is one of those things where I was just like, God, Nintendo is so good at this sometimes. And sometimes they just drop the ball completely. It's like,
they just suck.
Yeah, it's like, this looks really freaking cool if you all haven't seen this yet. This is like Nintendo's thing that they just announced, and it's like, I'm going to help you learn how to build a video game.
Oh, look at that.
Kind of coding and everything.
Yeah. It almost looks like
interesting.
Decision Path and whatnot for Unreal Engine. Music.
But I was just like, I'm really pumped. Kind of like whenever like Mario Maker comes out, like Mario Maker 1 and 2. I am really pumped to see what gets made from this. Because even as this trailer goes, it's going to show more and more and more, and like how deep it actually gets. But I was like, God, this looks really freaking cool.
Look at that. Teaching our kids stuff.
How about that?
Better than public school system. Got it.
Well,
Indeed.
go figure.
That's cool though. I mean, it's really
Yeah.
impressive because now it's just like my daughters take like coding over at their
Mhm.
school, and it's very similar to that.
Yeah.
And if they could just pick up a Switch and just create their own stuff,
There you go. Like, here's some examples. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like of things that people are, I don't know, but I'm just like, I was so blown away by this trailer. I was like,
Just
God, this
imagine,
is-
if, like you said, Joel, that your daughter's taking like coding classes and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Mm.
That school gets some school issued switches,
I
and
know,
it's just
right?
gonna be one of the games.
that would be pretty cool.
like, here's your dev computer, and it's like a Switch with this game or something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Especially
no, I thought
now
this was
because it's
super
just-
cool.
It's just so easy to build an app on any app store, right? And you can just
Mhm.
be anyone and get not only get experience but money. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like justify what
Mhm.
it is that you're doing, monetary stuff. You know, like that's really cool. Especially when they make it so easy and accessible.
And back to Flappy Bird.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I think this is going to do really well, that Game Builder Garage, and I think whenever they announce it, it'll probably be next year. Whenever like Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, you're going to see another surge of people needing a Switch.
Mhm. Yeah, I think so too. There's gonna be that one killer app that everybody's gonna have
Yeah.
to go out and buy some hardware for.
Yeah,
But all right, let's move on from the Nintendo shortage announcement to Twitch lowering their subscription prices to
Yeah.
abroad. I assume not US at this point because we're
not
just-
US.
Okay.
I just wanted to. We could just briefly talk about this one, but Twitch gets a lot of bad press, right? Like they're not listening to their streamers, they're not listening to the viewers. Like there's harassment issues. There's there's a lot of bad stuff here and there. Every now and then, Twitch does something good, and you're like, oh wow, it's about time. They have decided that in several countries, and if you read this article, it actually points out like a few of them. I think they said they're getting started with Mexico and Turkey, where
Yes.
money is not as prevalent as it is, say, in America. Like for the average Twitch user, it's $5 to subscribe to that channel. So if anybody wants to follow and subscribe to Nerd Junkies on Twitch, blah blah blah.
I don't even think we have a subscription button. So-
Well,
No, we do. We
do
do.
we?
Oh wait,
do.
Yes, we
Andre's
do.
a subscriber. That's right.
Yeah.
It's $3.99 for a tier 1 subscription, and then after that it's $4.99 a month. But for other countries where $4 is a lot of money,
Yeah.
for other countries like that, they're lowering those prices for those regions,
Just to
which
entice them to start
Influence.
buying more.
which is good. I think this is a really good call. Like,
Well, it depends on the content for sure, but yes.
yeah, it depends on the content, but it's like, hey, let's say you don't make a lot of money, but you do want to show support for your favorite Nerd Junkies streamers, Nerd Junkies, Twitch TV/nerd_junkies. You don't have to go blow like a day's worth of your food, like
dude.
money.
Pesos
You know?
is no joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I thought this was it was like, hey, good for you guys, Amazon. Like, way to realize not everybody is Jeff Bezos with his super yachts and stuff like that.
So, I don't know if this is true, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna go off a little bit off of this whole news article,
Mhm.
but apparently, speaking of decisions, apparently Twitch has a new category.
Are you talking about sexy streamers?
Oh Lord.
Here's the thing, like how Clay stated, like Twitch makes some really good decisions some of the time,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, like
Yes.
sometimes.
But
This is
then-
not-
but then
What up,
turns
Raven?
around.
Hey Raven.
Hey, what's up, Raven? But then turns around and does something completely bonkers that not only at one point people got banned for doing this stuff.
What is?
Oh
what
wait,
is-
you talk about that trend that was happening yesterday about the pool thing?
Oh, yeah, about
The-
the bathtub
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
What is the new category that was made?
I don't know. I'm searching for
Beaches,
it right now.
I think. Hold on.
Yeah, so I saw, and like I didn't even read the article, but it was all over my Twitter feed yesterday about how like apparently there's this new trend about like sexy bikini girls and stuff
Hot tub,
in hot tubs
streams.
doing streams where they just hang out in a hot tub in like a bikini and they talk to
Please don't
people
Please don't
and they
tell
just
me
get
that's-
money.
Yeah.
they get ads and they get like it's ad supported and they get bits and subscriptions.
There was a
and
huge story
donations and
about
all
it.
that.
How somebody
Yeah.
got banned for doing the hot tub thing. Like this person does it every couple of streams, right? They don't do it like that's not their channel. But they didn't even get warned about it. They just got demonetized. They didn't even give them a warning or nothing like that. And I was just like, wait a second. If you're gonna be Gestapoing your own content, like you should probably let them know that this is not something that you want, and not just leave it open ended to just being like, oh, we're just gonna stop you right there without even letting you know, right?
But
yeah.
Amoref got ads pulled from her channel. Is that a streamer?
It's a streamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking for it right now. Maybe it's under IRL?
Dude, I'm trying to find these. I'm trying to find this category. If it
just
even
chatting,
exists.
maybe?
I can't find it either.
Just chatting? Let me see if I can find somebody on.
Because I'm in the IRL section. I see just chatting, talk shows, podcasts. It's supposed to be like some beach thing.
Yeah, she does a lot of ASMR and just chatting.
Oh, it's a hot tub streamer? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't. But yeah, it was like, from what I saw on these Twitter updates, they were basically just saying like, it was something like Twitch has no rules against being sexy.
Yeah.
And it was like, so they were gonna like move them off to like another area.
Well,
It's supposed to be called pools, hot tubs, and beaches.
Oh, is that the category?
Is that it?
That's the category.
Oh my god. Let's go check that out.
I just found it. I had to like use the thing.
Is it like pools, comma, or
pools, comma, hot tubs, comma, and beaches?
Yeah, I can't see it in the filter.
Hot tub Jesus?
Oh my god, dude.
Oh wow. This is hilarious.
Is this for real?
Oh,
there's a lot of people doing this shit. Jesus
I'm not seeing it, or maybe
here. I'll put it in the.
Yeah, put
Here
it in
you
the
go.
chat
this is
because
hilarious, dude.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off right now.
Oh my gosh. And there are people who are probably just like, where's my credit card?
Dude, I mean, this is okay. Wow.
If I tip her enough, she'll sleep with me.
Oh my goodness.
It's at a point where porn stars are doing hot tub streams because they know Sinful
over
pay.
here. Look at this guy on the corner right above Clay. Like, he is like just green screened in a hot tub. He is not even in there. Make
Good
your
for
money,
him
boy.
if he's making money off it.
Make
Good
your
for
money.
Oh, geez, I see one girl in a like fly costume, just in a kiddie pool. What the fuck?
Oh my god! And then they got Witcher 3 hot tub guy in here.
Oh, dude, I hope that's there like 24 hours a day.
Yeah, it's just him chilling on a hot
Literally
tub.
just called like Geralt Tub or something like that.
I mean,
I think I see it.
So, not exactly.
Oh, okay. This isn't against the rules, but when Squamuzza does a topless stream,
apparently he gets no.
That is too far, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is too far when Squamuzza has his hairy nips up on the screen.
I mean, that is sexism right there. Yeah. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
I'm gonna throw all our bits we just earned at Squamuzza's nips.
We should, you know what we should buy him is some of those little like nipple pasty things.
The pasties, yeah.
You know, and then just be like, here you go, bro. Stream on.
Joel, I just saw what is supposed to be Jesus, but it's basically Obi-Wan. It's one of them. In a tub, I think. It's a little bit further down.
And you have to look at this and just be like, yeah, I see it right here. Hot Jesus guy in a bathtub, and it's literally Obi-Wan.
Oh, wow. Matt has it right here. I'm calling it now. Twitch either transitions to an adult campsite or will have an adult-only section within the next 5 years.
They will.
You have to understand,
Twitch is going to have some age-gated, like, user-validated, like, section that you can only get to if you're logged in with, like, your adult account.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, and even to get into that, it's like $10 a month.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're a Nitro Plus subscriber or
Yeah.
something, or
The one
Nitro
thing-
X.
The one thing people have to realize, though, at this point is like, this is an Amazon company now.
Yeah.
Amazon owns Twitch. So keep that in mind that in about 5 years' time, Amazon is going to literally be like battlecam.net. You know what I mean? Alki David's going to be doing like some streams up in this sucker, and he's just like, yeah, check this out. $500 for whoever tips, whatever. Here's some nips. This is where Twitch is going. So,
Apparently,
and Matt
Yeah.
Matt is completely right because money.
because money.
I'm not trying to go against the grain, but not Twitch. You know what I mean? Like just make your own stuff.
Yeah,
Put
it's
that
like,
over there.
can Twitch just be about video games again? Because
No.
it was cool back then, guys.
Yeah.
Like it was really cool back then.
And
Well,
now
at least we're
people got
we're
butt
games
hurt.
news, right? We're about news about games. You know, like we're kind of using the platform for its intended reason.
Yeah.
should we get back
Go
to the
figure.
game news since that's
Yeah.
what we're all about? Not
Yeah.
hot tub streams?
I mean, I can't look away now, but
I mean, granted, in all fairness, Umbraus is probably in the background going, "This is their best show ever."
Yeah.
That's I'm just saying,
amazing.
Umbraus is just like, where are the nomination forms for the YouTube's Webby's greatest show of all time award? The
Amazing.
Interacties,
Another
the 2021 Interacties.
yeah, second time in a row. All right.
I've seen worse on JTV. Oh God, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
about that.
All right, let's move on off of boobies for a minute and just go on to the next one. Details on new updates to GTA Online and Red Dead Online. I did not know that there was new things about these two different titles, but I guess we could just keep on going for another decade before we get GTA 6.
Okay, so Rockstar put out an announcement, and it was like, okay, so last June or something like that, if you remember, they talked about so Sony did their big PS5 stream, and they were like, "This is where we're going to show you the PS5," and everybody was like, "Yeah, man, show me!" And the very first trailer was Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yep.
And people were like, 5
Mm-hmm.
again for the third console.
Third console generation.
It was like, can I get 6? But no. So we finally have. So Rockstar finally came out with a press announcement and said, "Hey, by the way, 5 is still happening." Hey, 6? No, 5 is still happening, and it's coming out this November, and it's going to have frame rates and upgrades and resolution. It's the same game, right? So, this headline, this article on the Rockstar Games Newswire, if you want to read it, it's cool. If you're a fan of GTA Online, they're basically saying, "Hey, we're still making stuff." If you're one of the 3 people who play Red Dead Online, they're saying, "Hey, we're still making stuff." The one thing that stood out to me on this, and if you go to the very bottom of this article, they say, plus, like all the GTA Online or GTA 5's coming out November 11th. Cool, whatever.
Okay.
Plus, in honor of the upcoming 20th anniversary of the genre-defining Grand Theft Auto 3, we'll have even more fun surprises to share. And I was like, go on. Do I get to buy another copy of GTA 3?
Oh my god, dude. Seriously?
Because I almost have as much copies of 3 as I do of Vice City.
Fantastic.
And next year is the 20th anniversary of Vice City.
Oh no.
Which would, if all the rumors are true and GTA 6 takes place in Vice City, maybe it's like a 20th anniversary thing. Maybe it's going to be next year. Rockstar, can I just play more Vice City? Is that cool?
This would be around the time that they would announce some sort of magical trailer that hits the internet, blows up all the servers, people can't get online. What the hell's going on? Madness for a 2022 winter release.
Yeah, exactly. Which that would work.
That would work. That's usually what they
yeah.
do. That makes sense.
But yeah, the last thing I want is, and this is where it kind of scares me. So they said, we'll have even more fun surprises to share. Cool. Dash, including some specifically for GTA Online players.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I love GTA 3. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Top 10 video games in the history of video games. I love that game to death. If they're just going to like take some skins or content from 3 and put it into GTA Online, it's like,
come on, dude. Like, what do you expect at this point? They're still making money off of GTA 5. It makes perfect sense for them not to want to like rattle up the cages right now and squeeze every single drop out of that limit.
I just want 6.
I know.
You know, that's it.
I know. But,
I just want 6.
But it will come. Patience. It has to make it.
This is going to be like the new Half-Life 3. Okay, yeah. Like
it has to make it to the Raspberry Pi edition, and then it has to make it to the Commodore 64 edition.
Oh my gosh, I have a Commodore 64. I can do that.
Well, lucky you, another copy for you. So
I know. I can.
Rockstar's getting to a point where they can't count the 6 now.
Yeah,
there it is.
Come on, man. All right. Well, let's move on from that. I mean, GTA 5, great. We're going to get a couple more updates. Hopefully it leads on to the next gen title at this point, where there is no previous gen version that they just dedicated to current gen.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. No, GTA 6 better not be a PS4 Xbox One game at all. It should just be Series X, PS5. And that sucks for the majority of everybody out there who can't get a PS5 or a Series X. It's like, yeah, I feel for you. It sucks.
Right.
But it's like, we don't want to hold the game back because of that. Like, we want it to push forward, like push the technology as forward as it can get.
I mean, didn't they do that for 5 though? Kind of.
5 is just 5 was at the very end of the 360 and PS3.
Yeah.
And 5 was too powerful for those consoles, if you ask me. It was too much. The game lagged like crazy, had tons of frame issues. It was too much, which is why it fit in better on the PS4, Xbox One.
Yeah.
And then, I mean,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking about games that aren't reality, now we're going to speak about games that don't identify as games.
Joe, what game are you talking about?
No, it's not don't call it a game.
Oh, okay.
Don't call it a game. Call it by its proper.
This thing is non-binary here.
Yes, this thing is an experience.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
You remember when we were kids and like we used to love just like coming home from school and like firing up the old console and played some experiences?
What? No.
I mean, yeah.
Is that what that is? Because I'm pretty sure most of the titles on those Roblox things that is game.
No. You're wrong. So next on User Experience News Live.
Yeah. User experience. Yeah.
Okay, so the Apple and Epic trial is still, deep in it right now, and it took an interesting turn this week.
Trying to redefine reality, I guess.
Epic is throwing examples into the hat now of other systems that are like getting away with having their own app store that, like Epic is getting like blocked from, or like say even Microsoft is getting blocked from. Like Apple wouldn't let Microsoft put the Game Pass streaming app on iOS, but they let Roblox exist on iOS.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, what's the difference, Apple? And Apple goes, well, Roblox isn't a video game. It's a user experience.
This is that's some next level lawyer stuff.
So my nephew, who's like 8, who loves Roblox on his iPad, is just really darn into user experiences.
Yeah. He enjoys that UE.
So when that happened, apparently Roblox, I don't know if they got the memo, an internal thing, a phone call was made, something.
Yeah.
They have rebranded their entire website now.
What?
There are no longer, like, the word game doesn't exist anymore. If you look at this article and scroll down a little bit, there's like these examples where they have changed the verbiage on the website.
So why would this make Roblox nervous though? Because their app is on the Apple Store, and if
Because-
they call anything, that's why.
Let's say Apple loses this whole thing. Let's say Epic now has the right to, cut Apple out of their monetary dealings or something like that. Roblox is now in the same boat as Epic, where they could,
That's
or, like,
right. Because
they might get charged more for microtransactions, or for every Robuck that is bought. Like,
So-
maybe they have to pay Apple a certain amount, or not. So it is only helping Roblox to distance itself from video games as much as possible.
So the whole point about an application having to be accepted by Apple is for them to use Apple's pay system for any in-app purchases.
Well, it's Apple's pay system, but also one of the things that stopped, say, like the Game Pass app, was there was no review and rating process for each individual game. It was just the app as a whole. So the loader for Game Pass is what they submitted. They said, this is the app that's going to be installed on the
the
device.
client, basically.
The games are cloud streamed. It doesn't
Right.
matter.
Right.
But they were like, well, no, because we have to rate each game that's on Game Pass. So are you going to submit every game on Game Pass to be rated every time? And they were like, no, that's not how it works on Android. We're not going to do it on PC. Why would we do it on Apple? And they were like, because that's how it works.
I see how that
Roblox-
would make Roblox butt pucker.
This is all Roblox is. It's a loader. It's a website that loads other websites, right? And so Roblox is now like, we're not a video game. What are you talking about? That little shooter thing, that's not a game. That's a user experience.
That's right, because there are
That's-
a lot of like different game types that kind of have an adult theme to it, like
Oh,
a zombies first person shooter a la Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
They have those types of games. They have dating sims. They have a whole bunch of stuff that is rated for like not necessarily like mature, but there are a lot of questionable concepts in those games, and it's just like,
Yeah.
okay, now it makes sense. Don't tell me, okay, fine. They replaced all the game words with experience, but that play button is still play button, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I put in Roblox into Google, and you know how it shows you a little tiny description of what it is. Roblox online game. Roblox is an online game platform and game creation system developed by Roblox Corporation. It allows
Yeah.
users to program games and play games created by other users.
Wow.
But yeah,
Somebody
so on this
screenshot
article,
that before they changed.
Oh, yeah. if you scroll down on this article, like under those examples, there's a Twitter update where it was like somebody took a picture of the like a Roblox like gift card,
Uh-huh.
and it was like, because it says Roblox play millions of games on Roblox, and it was
Mhm.
like, no one tell Apple. And
Yeah,
it was
please.
there's that. But yeah, games are now experiences. Continue playing is continue. Friends playing is friends visiting. The games category is gone, and it's now discover. You don't join a game anymore. You just join, and whoever like your friends list, whatever they're playing, is now friends are active.
So let me get this straight. Instead of Apple just giving up and stop
Oh,
trying to
they're-
play this semantics, like, oh well, these words don't mean what they actually mean in Webster's dictionary.
I found a dictionary in China from the 16th century, and the word game doesn't exist in that. So therefore, it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yet it says, again, just on the first link, Roblox is a global platform that brings people together through play.
Hmm.
Roblox is the ultimate virtual universe that lets you create, share experiences.
Right now,
with
the lawyers are all like,
friends
cut them
and
off!
anything.
Cut them off!
There was I don't think it's in this article. I think it's in another one, like GameSpot or something like that. But I was reading another thing about this because I was just trying to get all the info possible. I think it's hilarious. But it was like one of the other arguments on here was like about how it was like Roblox isn't considered a gaming platform because its experiences aren't created by game developers. They're created by like normal people.
Shut the hell up.
And it was like, lawyers, bro. Like,
oh my god.
you know,
Come on,
like,
bro.
like pay that lawyer more money because they are killing it right now.
No, Apple just needs to give up. Just stop. Man. Like, I get it. You want to control everything, and you would probably be out quite a bit of money if you just started to allow these things. But imagine what you would gain if you just stopped doing this crap. I get it. You want to control, but I believe like the small percentage of what you want to control is far outshadowed by all the good stuff that you can get from it. Right? You don't want to be an Android store where you just build like every crappy little like app. But from big AAA title like companies like that, what are you doing? You know they're not going to like dish out crap that's just going to make it worse for you. It's only going to bring you more money.
Yeah.
But you want to have that level of control.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Just stop. But whatever. It is what it is, and it's their platform. They can do whatever they want. It's not like it's like, you know, government owned or anything, but still, don't try to play stupid because you look worse in the end. You look ignorant for trying to play that game.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to the next one. Are we ready for some Zelda? I assume this is like an HD remake of what this is.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the HD remake of Skyward Sword, which was a Wii game when it first came out. The story on here, so Nintendo announced this a while ago, so we all knew this was coming. They've even have like Zelda branded like Joy-Cons available for people to buy. Those like flew off shelves like within a second. This story is about the amiibo itself, you know, like those little figures that you buy, and these are collector's items, man. People love these things, like they go nuts on these things. Other Zelda games have used these, like Breath of the Wild has an amiibo system where you can unlock like clothes and weapons. And one of the things that Breath of the Wild actually introduced was you can unlock Epona, the horse, from Ocarina of Time in Breath of the Wild. And you would be like, oh, that's really cool. I love the Ocarina of Time. Epona's cool to see that and the thing. One of the things that people use Epona for in Breath of the Wild is for speedrunning, because it gives you easy access to a horse early. And that's one of the things that the speedrunning community is kind of divided on, because it kind of seems like a cheat. Like, just by buying that amiibo and using it in the game, you have now basically unlocked a fast travel system. I
don't see it as a cheat if it was included as a function in the game.
It's not. But here's the thing, it's not in the game. You have to purchase the amiibo.
Sure, but there's no difference between that and like buying a 4 megabyte memory pack for the Nintendo 64 just to be able to do something else. It was included in the code.
Yeah. Okay, well, anyway, this is basically along the same lines of that. This amiibo is $25. And its functionality that you get is essentially a fast travel system for inside Zelda Skyward Sword. So in Skyward Sword, its mechanic is you're running around Hyrule, like you're on the ground, you're going through dungeons and all that stuff, but Link's house is actually up in the clouds. Like up in the clouds, there's a whole floating city. It's called Skyloft. And you go back and forth throughout the game. It's like when you're done with the dungeon, you go back to Skyloft, you turn in some quests, you buy things, you upgrade whatever. Then you go back into Hyrule and you do more stuff. This amiibo unlocks fast travel, where you can instantly go up to Skyloft to do whatever you got to do, and then tap the amiibo again, and it'll zip you right back to where you just were. And a lot of people are kind of pissed off about this. And actually, one of the guys on our Discord called this out the other day, and I was like, oh no, I get it. Like, You're charging $25 for a mechanic that should have been in the game anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. If I know anything about the speedrunning community,
Mhm.
is that speedrunners have several different categories for several different things.
Yes.
You know, no glitch, being able to
Warping.
warp. Yeah.
rest. Yeah.
Like, dude, then just make a different category with a different record on it. You're fine.
Which they will. Yeah. Like, actually, they do that already. But even for the regular consumer, like, Zelda Skyward Sword, I will tell anybody it's not my favorite Zelda game. I'm probably not going to buy this.
Several
unless
lines of
it's
discussion in our Discord chat about it. I was just
Yeah.
like, oh my god, you nerds.
yeah, me and this other dude in there, like, we're talking about Zelda like all the time. But yeah, it's Skyward Sword's, in my opinion, it's not the best Zelda game there is. So I'm not going to play this one again. Like, I still have the Wii copy. I could always play that, but it wasn't that good. But yeah, when I learned about this fast travel thing, I was like, wow, that would actually make that game better. And I'm not paying $25 for that. That's stupid.
I guarantee you there'd probably be somebody with those AR cards who program
just hack it.
and you just sell that for $5.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. The whole the QR NFC card thing
It's
where
just
people
like
basically write their own amiibos. Yeah,
Right.
all day.
It's like a low RF card, right? Like a
Mhm.
That's all it is.
done.
Yeah. It's not a QR. Yeah, it's an NFC chip
Yeah.
that you can like write on your own. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
just,
no, I
it's
get it.
just gonna be somebody who just prints it out, writes to it, and then you're all set.
Yep.
Yeah. But no, this is one of those things where it's, I mean, the amiibo itself is going to sell. That's fine because people love these things.
People collect
Nintendo
them
fans
just
are going to
for
go
that.
nuts.
Well, figure. I mean,
They're going to
those
buy it.
things.
They're going to buy it. But yeah, it's like, this is one of those things where it's like, Nintendo, this is kind of shady. You're charging
Amiibos were
$25. for
Amiibos
this.
were always $25, or were they like cheaper? than
No,
that?
originally
They
it was
are-
part of the smaller ones, $12.99.
Yeah.
Oh.
Variety of prices.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the harder it is to find, I guess, the different price.
Harder to find or how big or small they are.
Yeah,
Oh, they'd have
Yeah.
different sizes, huh?
Mhm.
yeah. They have like and there was another Zelda one from Breath of the Wild, that spider one. That thing is
Yeah.
huge.
It's like the big guardian. It's like
Yeah.
this really big thing. Normally they're like this big.
Yeah.
But then they also like this guardian from Zelda
There
Breath of the
is
Wild.
also one
Yeah.
for the Yarn Yoshi, which I have. That thing
Yeah.
is big.
Yeah.
It's a big, huge plush.
That was pretty cool actually. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you're gonna collect it. You automatically get a perk for whenever Zelda
Yeah.
Skyward
Mhm.
Sword HD comes out.
Mhm.
But let's move on to Jeff Keighley presenting Jeff Keighley at the Summer Game Fest
Yep.
2021 with Jeff Keighley
Brought to you by Jeff Keighley.
by Jeff Keighley
Sponsored.
Yes.
Gotcha.
and friends.
This Jeff Keighley brought to you by Jeff Keighley.
Stay tuned for Kojima.
Yeah. So we knew this was coming up anyway. We're probably going to talk about this right before it happens anyway. But we finally got the date for the Summer Game Fest. So
Mhm.
I know, like a couple weeks ago, we were talking about E3 season is coming up, right? So like it's right around the corner. We're a few weeks away. So what we know now is on June 10th, which, like I said, we'll talk about this, on that show. I think it's in 2 weeks. Before that show, you're going to get June 10th is when the Summer Game Fest starts, and it's going to be a few days. The 12th is E3. So like that week, starting the 10th, is going to basically just be nonstop gaming news. So we might have to pull a longer show.
Jeez.
Yeah, we
what-
might have to.
what
We
date
might
is
have to
it?
stretch the show a little longer.
June
to
10th.
Fit on
Oh,
that.
that's not too bad.
June 10th, and then the 12th is E3, and
Yeah.
then you're going to have the PC Gamer Show, and usually Devolver Digital does their own thing, which is like the best every year.
Wow.
It's
I pulled up.
And you had to highlight all of Jeff Keighley.
I pulled up Google search and I just searched up the name Jeff Keighley 3 times already on the first webpage. As if you didn't know, please, here you go.
It should just be like a picture of his face with like the text on his forehead and stuff, Be like,
should just be
June
like-
10th, 2021, Summer Game Fest.
Jeff Keighley with Jeff Keighley. Oh
Yeah.
man. All right, so that's cool. We'll wait for that June 10th.
Yeah.
I would say I'm
it's-
excited, but it's just going to be a big, huge trailer for a whole bunch of different games.
It's going to be days
Yeah.
and days of trailers and interviews and announcements,
Yeah.
which love it. Like I eat this stuff up every year.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go on to the last news article for this week. This one is for Overwatch 2. This was the developer first look at the player versus player changes coming to Overwatch 2. One of the biggest takeaways that I saw here was the 5v5 now being switched up from the regular, I think it's 4v4?
6v6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We are losing a tank.
Huh.
Yeah. It's
So
gonna
that's gonna switch up the strategies right there, I guess.
Yeah. We are going with 2 support, 2 attackers, 1 tank.
Wow.
And I thought that was kind of crazy. I don't always play tank. I do occasionally, like if I'm picking flex and I just get matched for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's if anybody watched this whole thing, it was pretty cool. They showed off like some of the new maps and like more of that push mode that they showed off 2 years ago.
Right.
It was pretty cool. The 5v5 was the big announcement. Also, I didn't list it in the headline there, but on some other articles, apparently Bastion is being reworked from the ground up.
What?
What does ground up mean?
That means they are taking away his extremely overpowered, unbalanced, broken
come
character
on.
and throwing it away, and they're going to rebuild him into something new. And I am all about that because I effing hate that character.
Why? Because his ult is just like so OP.
He's
He-
just like a auto shooter.
He
That's
auto
it.
heals. He shields. He's
No,
walking
he-
tank.
No, that was in the beginning. He doesn't
no.
shield anymore.
Bastion is the World of Warcraft hunter. It's like no matter what happens, they just keep throwing buffs at him. It's
I'm very
like
glad I'm a demon hunter now.
it's like, oh hey, you Bastion has like 150 health. Oh, 200? Sure, 200. Oh, you took some damage? Here, heal himself. There you go. Okay, you want
You need a pet? Enjoy a pet.
Yeah. The strongest ultimate in the game? Sure, why not? Just go nuts. Oh, he could fire 4,000 bullets a second and drop a fully healed tank in 2 seconds flat? Go nuts. Why not? Yeah, no, Bastion is the worst. And it's like
Yes.
and honestly, like when they announced 5v5, I was chatting with my Overwatch guys I didn't normally play with, and I was like, how are they going to do 1 tank with Bastion? Like, because you need 2 shields to keep people alive when he's on the map, because he will just eat a shield in like 3 seconds.
Yep.
And
Just
then
with
it's
his
like,
minigun.
yeah, just his minigun. It's so powerful. It's like, how would you possibly be able to defend against that? And then I
If
noticed
you're at
that-
choke points, then you're not gonna win
Oh,
that.
I
Yeah,
think
well-
I think 5v5 is already gonna switch it up to the point where maybe
Mhm.
Bastion's not as strong, but then the fact that they're
Yeah.
already reworking him is just evidence of that, right?
Yeah, but yeah, then I was like, I noticed that throughout the entire show, it was like 2 hours long, they didn't have 1 Bastion on the map. Like they showed like 4 games, like 4 or 5 games being played, and they showed off like all the new looks and skins for the for
They
the
knew
characters
damn
and
well
everything.
that he was gonna be way overpowered. There's like,
But yeah.
we're not gonna do this.
Yeah, so I guess they just didn't let anybody pick him because he wasn't in any of the games, and I was like, oh wow, Bastion hasn't been played yet. Like I wonder if they didn't want to show how he just dominates 1 tank. And then I saw this article, and it was like, oh yeah, Bastion's being rebuilt from the ground up. And I was like,
Do
good.
you think the Bastion
Needs to be.
rework is gonna make him look different?
I don't care. The looks, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. Like they either need to get rid of the minigun, make it slower or weaker, or my idea the entire time, give him way less health. Make him a glass cannon. That would be the way to balance it.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the only
He
way
is-
they,
yeah. What's that?
I'm gonna say, because they had that thing behind him. That's his big, huge weak point.
Yeah, but if you think of like the way they balance the characters in Overwatch, or even like Blizzard games in general.
Yeah.
So for instance, like Tracer is a very well-balanced character. She's very powerful and she's super fast, and she has the least amount of health in the game. She's at like 150.
He's
No.
annoying.
You flick her in the face and she's
Yeah,
done for it.
it's like 2 bullets and she's dead. But she's so hard to hit because she's small and fast, and she just zips around all the time.
Yeah.
That it's like it's hard to hit her. Bastion does so much damage. Give him like 100 health, and that's it. And you'd be like, but he can heal himself, but make it so like if he's just camped up somewhere with a shield in front of him, just melting everybody on the team, make it so like 2 bullets will kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like so 2 points here. So I like the fact that they're touting Overwatch 2, but to me it just seems like a map pack upgrade, and just in a game mode change, right?
It's a game mode change. They're doing the co-op mode now. Like they're doing this whole 4-player co-op thing, which is like unrelated to the PvP.
Which they've done it before with the whole machines thing and everything. They've done that whole
co-op
thing
Uprising and Junkenstein's Revenge and all that stuff. They've done it before. The one thing I want from Overwatch 2, and this is Activision, this is Blizzard.
Joe Dubs?
Hey, Joe Dubs. The one thing I would love for Overwatch 2 is there's rumors, and I think we talked about this a few weeks ago on the show. There's rumors that Activision's looking at doing the Warzone model for more of their games, like free-to-play seasons, battle passes, things like that.
Yeah,
I think Overwatch 2 would benefit that, because the way it is now, it's a $30 game with loot boxes. Well, I think the world pretty much agrees that nobody likes loot boxes, so throw all that away, make Overwatch 2 free, and then just do like a battle pass system.
Yeah.
I think that would only help because it's working for Call of Duty. They're making more money off that than anything else.
So Call of Duty is a little bit different though. Yes, they provide the Warzone game type, which is your battle royale of Call of Duty, right? But for you to get anywhere further outside of just grinding that game to a pulp, you have to buy like the single player stuff with the multiplayer, and multiplayer is completely separate. Like the battle royale is its own game. Multiplayer still sticks to the retail copy of Cold War or Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So I see that being possible. I think you're right. I think the Overwatch 2 is going to have an aspect, a game type that is free to play, but for you to enjoy the entire game outside of what their game type, the free game type would be, you would have to buy the Overwatch 2 pack, which justifies it for me. But as it stands on its own, a full-priced Overwatch 2 is not something that I would buy if it's just more maps and just different game types.
Well, once they showed it off 2 years ago, like that was kind of the general like they confused more people than anything at BlizzCon like 2019 when they first debuted it, because they were like, oh, like we're not changing Overwatch. It's like Overwatch 1 and 2 players will play together. It's the same maps, it's the same mode, same heroes, same abilities, everything. And we were like, then why are we buying it?
Yeah.
It's like
then just call it.
Then why do I care?
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, but it's gonna all the characters look new now, and it's like, okay, so let me buy a new skin. And then they were like, oh, and now you have this 4-player co-op mode, and it was like, I mean, I love the co-op modes in Overwatch. I think they're fun, but it's like, am I going to pay $60 for that? No, like I'll just keep playing Overwatch 1 with Overwatch 2 players.
Yeah. And for anyone from Blizzard watching, if anyone's in here, like this is
obviously they're watching.
Oh yes,
this is coming from Clay, who religiously plays Overwatch. You know what I mean? So this isn't coming from like haterade. You know what I mean? Like I played Overwatch, and it's great. Not something that I would be doing all the time.
I bathe in haterade on a daily basis, obviously, but I'm also the guy who's going to go, okay, Activision, I'm done. All right, I'm out. Here's my credit card number. Okay, like
you got phones, right?
You guys have smartphones, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
fuck.
Yeah.
One of the worst.
No, I get it. It's just I don't see the reason why they would do like a $60 game with loot boxes again.
Yeah.
It just seems like that was a failed experiment. That like with all the news articles all the time about other countries in the world, like trying to shut down loot box mechanics and getting them rated as gambling and all that stuff. It's like, just save yourself the trouble. Just get rid of it.
Joe Dub says, I thought it was a meme. I thought he thought Overwatch 2 wasn't real.
It is quite real. We just don't know when the hell it's coming out.
Yeah. I think the sales for Overwatch 1 were they just stalled. You know what I mean? And they got to a point where they
They
just
have.
weren't making as much money for the development costs that they were continuously putting into the game, or
Yeah.
development costs, aka more skins.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's they have been doing. Once you buy the game, everything else has basically been free content, right? So like they're not making money off the game anymore,
Right.
unless it's all ad revenue based off of what they make off of like esports,
Right.
like Overwatch League ads and sponsors and things like that.
Yeah, and you're still one
Um,
of those dudes who watches the Overwatch League games and whatnot, and I'm just like,
I
mean,
have
I'm
it
not- I'm-
on in another tab literally right now.
Same. But I'm collecting points. That's all I'm doing it for.
yeah. I mean, I love playing Overwatch. I just don't have like a lot of PC friends to play it with, so
Yeah.
it's whatever.
I get it.
All
Well-
right, so I mean, that's pretty much it for the game articles this
Joel.
week. Huh?
You know I play Overwatch on PC. You see me playing it sometimes, and you never like.
Yeah, but
Come
you're not 4 people, Mel. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean, you and I can go in there with a whole bunch of scrubs and whatnot, but it's just like,
Okay, touche.
I mean, unless you're gonna get Ben as meat shield, then yeah, sure.
So why don't we get Ben in there? You two, that's 3. Get Joe Dubs in there, 4.
You're still missing 2. Clay
Raven?
doesn't play on PC. Who?
Yeah, there's no crossplay, sadly.
Does Raven play on
I don't
PC?
know. Does Raven play Overwatch? I mean, we can
Raven,
do an
do you
Overwatch
have
night.
Overwatch?
Yeah, we can do an Overwatch night. And see what
Raven
happens.
or
I mean, it is the anniversary, so it's different game modes as well.
Zero? Does he play PC?
I don't think he has Overwatch.
Okay.
I'll ask him though.
Yeah.
This is why free to play would help there, Blizzard,
Blizzard.
Activision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Matt will play anything. It doesn't matter.
Matt will pull out the Prima strategy guys before he even loads up. the game.
Matt will buy the game and then learn every part of the game, every character, every damage modifier, everything about armor damage mitigation.
He's gonna meme
and
match
then
real
play
quick.
with you. He will become grandmaster level within 5 minutes.
I will say this: I'm not that great with Overwatch either. It would be just basically
It's for
fucking around
fun.
at that point.
Yeah.
That's all
We're
it
not-
is. It's just
We're not trying to go for plat.
please no competitive, please.
Yeah.
No competitive.
Yeah.
Just
And then
play.
after all that,
Yeah.
get mad when a tank one shots him.
Ugh.
Fuck it!
Oh, what are you doing?
He just Hanzo'd me again.
God.
All right. Well,
Stupid
that's it for
Hanzo.
the game news this week.
Yep.
It's been fun. We enjoyed it. Lots of
Yes, Roadhog gets a bitch.
lots of laughing, crying.
I like Roadhog. He's great.
Yeah. Roadhog, his hook is OP. I don't
It
know.
was. It got nerfed.
Oh, it got nerfed.
Yeah.
So they
it's,
listen to that,
so-
but then Bastion just keeps on getting buffed.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah.
They gave Bastion his hook that can one shot everybody.
Yeah.
So
Nerf
it's
Bastion.
yeah. No, it's no. Roadhog. He went through this like a couple years ago. They call it like Hook 2.0, where it's like they did his scatter gun, which like that was the one hit kill. So like if you hook somebody, you could just do a headshot and they're dead. So
Yeah.
they made the scatter gun less deadly, but it's really easy still to do it. So basically you hook and then you basically pull the trigger into a melee attack and it kills them instantly.
Yeah, because you're just stacking up those 3
Yeah.
different attacks.
Yeah.
You just get hook, bang, attack. And then it's like, and then it's still a one hit. It won't work on like tanks who have more health.
Right.
But like all the standard attackers and support who are at like 200 health, yeah, they're all dead.
Grab a tracer. She gone.
Yeah, Tracer's probably going to die from just the gunshot because her,
Yeah.
her super low health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get out of here. We're gonna be here next week.
Yep.
It'll probably be 2 shows from now that I'll be on vacation, but we'll talk about it then.
What do you? What's on this vacation?
June 16th to the 20th, I'm gonna be out.
What's
So,
all this garbage about?
I have a vacation. I have a life outside of you, Clay.
The hell you do?
I can't quit you.
Let's see. We have the 29th. That's the next show. Then the 5th.
Yeah, so it'll be the
That's in like 3 weeks, dude.
it'll be the 19th.
You got tons of time. It'll be the 19th is the show you're not going to make. So, damn, that's going to be right after E3 week.
Yeah, it's going to be the most fun. It's all online anyway, so I'll probably just be poolside, just talking to you on my phone, showing off my nips, and then getting canceled off of Twitch.
How are you going to twist hit the buttons and the doohickeys?
I won't.
You better bring that computer to the beach.
I'm just like, oh god,
it's so heavy. It's so hot outside.
Yeah.
No way. As long as you put it on the pools, tubs, and beaches, you're fine.
Yeah, I'll probably get a lot more viewers if I do it on tub, huh?
Exactly.
I like your thinking. I could just see it right now. The computer's like on a floaty with an extension cord.
Be like, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about the electrocution that you're possibly getting.
This is how water cooling works, right?
Yeah.
Like, isn't this?
Yeah. Submerged cooling.
See?
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah. Next week, from the grave, Joel will be streaming. Oh my god. But yeah. All right. Well, let's get out of here. Thanks everyone for joining us this week.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for showing up.
We'll be back next week with more game news on Saturday. And then, we'll probably be playing some games. I definitely want to play some Warzone. I definitely want to... Oh, actually, you know what? That's the one thing that I wanted to do. I want to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the single player, throughout the entire thing. And I'm going to do it with RTX turned on.
You said you still hadn't beat that, right?
No, I haven't even started it.
Oh, it is so good.
So I want to go from start to finish. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it in one day, but
it's like 6 hours. Did you go through and this is back in the day, did you go through the original Call of Duty 4? The campaign?
Yes.
Okay, do you remember what happens?
I remember having to make a decision at the very end of it, having to shoot somebody in the eye socket.
Uh-huh.
And that was about it.
I was going to say, because this one is called Modern Warfare, I would recommend, if anybody's planning on playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the campaign mode, which is awesome, it is a spectacular campaign, either play Call of Duty 4, which is a few years ago, either play that first and then go into this one, or just YouTube the story, just so you get all of that out of it. And then play this new one. So
you're saying play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4.
No, 4. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. The one from like 2007. Yeah. I would say play that first and then play this one.
But then what about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2? I mean, you still have soap. You still have everyone in there. So
you don't need it.
What?
You don't need it. But, or just YouTube the story for Call of Duty 4. YouTube what happened in Call of Duty 4. Just watch that and then play this one. It only helps you to know the story of what's going on, because there's a recurring character in this one. If you've seen the trailers for Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the newer one, then you know who that is.
Ghost?
No, it's actually Price.
Oh, yeah, Captain Price.
Yeah, Price is in this one. So just knowing who he is and his story helps you in this game.
His accent and his sexy ass.
His sexy ass mustache. Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here, everyone.
All right.
We'll
thanks, everybody. Overwatch purchase. Maddie, if you ever want to know anything about Overwatch, I play it literally all the time. I will help you with whatever you need.
Yeah, make sure you get the better version. I think it's on PC.
I will stream it on the PS5. You can watch, and I'll just give you some pointers, whatever you want to do.
There's still no crossplay between consoles and PCs. So.
There's no crossplay, but I will help with whatever you need.
All right, let's get out of here, everyone. Appreciate it. Enjoy.
Bye, everybody. Love you all.
Bye.
Hit us up on Discord, nerdjunkies.com/showstroll.
What?